Good morning, guys. I have been asked to do something Valentine-y. So I am going to use a stone that I've made using a mold from Happy Dotting Company on Etsy. Information is in the description of the video. And if you don't have a heart-shaped stone, paint a white heart. Do a couple of coats of white on a regular stone, whatever shape you want, or on a canvas, okay? And then move on to this step. Make sure your white is dry. Do a couple of coats, especially if you're working on a very dark stone. Do a couple of coats. This is going to be a long, challenging one. I'm not going to do dots. Well, there's going to be a couple of dots, but this is kind of like me winging it. I really don't know what I'm going to do. I just want to do a few hearts in this design, and the rest I'm just going to do like weird. We're going to name things as we go along because I like to do that, make up my own names and my own terminology. So I really don't know how to explain what I'm doing. I don't know what this is called. It's kind of going to look like stained glass, I guess. That's what I was going for. But it's a little more complicated and there's some blending going on and stuff like that. So I'm just going to try and make this heart pretty. And as you can see, I've incorporated a couple of hearts already. Now I'm just kind of sketching my idea on right now. So this is my rough draft. Am I aging myself? This is my rough draft. We're going to do the good copy shortly. I'm going to use black paint and go over the pencil parts that I really like with the black paint and make them permanent. And then erase stuff that I don't want. And then we're going to fill it in with color, just like the last tutorial last week, where we just fill it in with color afterwards, just like a coloring book. You start off with a white canvas and then you end up with your design, and then you got to fill it in with color. So we're going to make it permanent with black and fill it in. And I'm going to be using a blending brush. So at the tip of this description of this video, at the tip top, when you open up the description, is the video on my blending brush so that you can make one just like mine. And mine is so old that it's broken in half and I still use it. I use it until I can't anymore. That's what I do. You'll see here in this video, I'm using new paint. I got myself some new paint. Finally. So I'm not using chunky old paint from, guess what? Probably about 10 years. It's my 7th year on YouTube. This is exciting. It's my 7th anniversary. And that's longer than my marriage. So I am very proud of it. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for supporting my channel. Hit the like button. Keep me going because I really, really am striving to get 100,000 this year. This is the year I'm going to do it. So I need you guys to share. I need you to hit the like button. I need you to like the video. I'm excited about 2025. And yeah, very excited. 7 years. Is that something? I don't know. That's, to me, that's like super, I'm super proud of that. Anyway. As you can see, I'm doing what I said I was going to do. I told you. I wasn't lying. There's a method to my madness. So I'm keeping what I want, which, I kind of like the design. I don't know how it's going to look once it's all in black and white and it's like, bah, what do I need to change? What needs to move? What looks ridiculous? And then if that happens, you can go back over your black with white in certain areas and fix everything, which I'm going to have to do in some spots because we're not using any tools, remember? we're just winging it. So it's not going to be perfect. The only tool I used was to make a straight line down the center of the heart, and it's probably not even centered. So this isn't going to be a perfect design by all means, but it's gonna look so beautiful. Just beautiful. Yeah, so I'm gonna choose a variety of colors of my new paint. It is a paint brand that I got from Amazon. I bought like a whole big set, 48 colors of brand new tape. That's because I'm reading something. Sorry. it's acrylic paint, and it's called Artecho. I'll leave the link in the description. If anyone's interested, it was pretty cheap for 48 bottles of brand new paint. And I don't know, when you see the color on this thing, let me know what you think of the paint. It's not sponsored, by the way. I needed some new paint really, really bad because I was sick and tired of my old paint and like trying to bang on my desk every morning, like trying to get paint to the top. And this paint is old, man, and I deserve it. I deserve it. So I bought some cheap paint. And yeah, if you like the paint, then definitely click on the link in the description. So I'm going to be using some different named paint today. I'm just going to say that I'm gonna list the paint colors that I use in the description exactly and the name of the paint. But I'm just gonna tell you I'm using light green and dark green, or I'm using light blue and dark blue, or I'm using teal, or like a light pink and a purple. Like, I'm just gonna kind of make it simple, but I'll list the actual names of the paint colors in the description and a link to the box of paint that I ordered from Amazon. So yeah, it's pretty good paint. I like it. It's doing what it needs to do. Black and white, and I will have a small amount of gold. I was going to have a lot of gold, but you'll see me get rid of that real quick. It was just not going with it. As beautiful as it is, and as much as I love gold, it didn't need that much gold. But I do have a little bit on it. It's all up to you what you do. See, that one side is lopsided. It looks like a little bunny ear hanging down. It looks bigger than the other side. But I'm not going to be nitpicky. This is looking kind of strange, to be honest. But I see a few hearts in there. And that's important because it's Valentine-y. I think they literally said, can you make something Valentine-y, like with a couple of E's, and I just laughed out loud. So whoever that was, thank you. Here's your Valentine-y stone. And there will probably be a couple more coming because it's not even close. Well, it's getting close, but we still have some time before Valentine's Day. So here we go. I like what I've got here. It's dry. Make sure it's dry. I didn't wait for it to be dry before I started trying to erase my pencil lines, and I smeared some of my black dots, and I had to wait, and I had to fix those black dots and fix the white where it smeared, and it was a real pain in my butt. So please wait until your black is dry before you erase pencil and before you start sponging on any color. So like I said, I'm using my small blending brush. Tutorials in the description, or you can look it up. You can even Google it, Rachel's Rocks blending brush, and it'll bring you there. I promise. I tried. Super easy to find my tutorials. So I'm using like a teal and a light patina, like a lighter, I think it's like a watered down teal, like super light. I did some pink and some coral in the heart in the center, and cerulean blue on either side. I just filled it in. I didn't use a blending brush. I just filled it in. But the rest of this rock, like most of it's blending. So get your coffee or whatever it is that you like to do or have ready with you when you're painting, because there's going to be a whole lot of blending going on. And this is a very tedious task. And we're going to make this look fuzzy because we're going to go over top of a lot of that black and we're going to make it look fuzzy and unclear and unkempt and ugh, it's going to look really weird. But that's just while we're doing it, okay? So we have two separate cleanups in this stone. It's a cleanup to get rid of our pencil and let our black and white canvas begin. And then there's a cleanup after we've added color so that it's like finished off and it's gonna look immaculate. Immaculate. And like I said before, we're not here to make something perfect. We're just here to make something perfectly beautiful. So I have lightened that cerulean blue that I started with at the bottom of the heart. Just lighten it with white and blended it up the sides where I've got some little sections. This is going to be blurry. I'm really sorry. This happens to my camera, and I'm not buying a new camera. I just bought new paint from Amazon. So you can be mad at my camera, but I'm in the zone. I'm making artwork, and so this is purple and pink right here. Purple at the bottom, pink at the top. I'm doing that with both sides. Then I'm going to go in with pink and white on the next little nub. I don't know what we're going to call those things. Little petals maybe that are coming off that heart. I'm going to have some strange little terminologies here for us today because there's just a whole bunch of weird things going on in this and I can't explain what they are. It's just my artwork. I'm just doing the thing. This is going to unblur very soon. I promise you. Maybe if you wish for it to happen, it'll happen soon. But I'm using like a pink and then white at the tips of that petal. And I'm just blending. Make sure you rinse your blending brush off in fresh water, the cleanest water that you have. There we go. It's clear. Someone wished for that real hard. I just rinse off after every color so I don't mix anything up and it doesn't get muddy. Whoops. There's some green there. Camera was off. There's some yellow. So I've done like dark green to a light green and then a light green to a yellow. Now I'm using mauve and another shade of blue. Might be cyan or cyan. Purplish, bluish. How do you pronounce that? Please put it in the comments. And some mauve, which I didn't know that was mauve. But okay. I don't know all my colors, I guess, as a self-taught artist. I'm just blending in. It's really going to be dark in those two sections. So you choose your colors, but I really love how this turned out, like all together with the colors that I've chosen. I'm doing a nice deep yellow, like an orangish yellow, and then I'm going to go into orange. And if you want, like, to save having to rinse your brush off, go find another spot on here that you want orange, which I'm going to use that little weird shape hanging off the bottom of the heart there. I'm going to do orange in here too. I'm going to do some purple in those little weird curls that are beside it that are still white. I am adding a little bit of yellow at the top of this orange as well, just blending it in. You're going to see like a multitude. This is a magenta, and then I'm going to lighten it with white, which you're not going to really see very well because I'm hiding it from you because it's a secret. I'm doing a special technique. No, I'm not. It just wasn't in view of the camera because I wasn't paying attention. It's just pink and white blended, same way I'm blending everything else. This is more of a coral color, and I'm going to go down with some more like a reddish pink, the same reddish pink that I used in the center heart. This is a teal color. I wanted more teal because there's only teal in that little diamond above the heart right now. And so I'm going to use the same colors that I used in that heart, patina and teal, with those little weird nubs. Just have fun with it. Make little loops and swoops. Just try and make them as close as possible to similar and equal to the other side of the heart. So, you know, be careful when you're sketching it on and take a step back and look at it. Make sure that it is kind of symmetrical. We're just kind of guessing. We're winging it, right? I'm bringing some more blue up top here, which I'm also going to blend in a lighter color. I don't know why. I don't know why. I just feel like there should be blue surrounding all the color. My heart is blue, but it's so colorful inside. Maybe there's meaning to that. You tell me. You tell me. I love you guys. I've missed you guys. I'm glad I'm back again. The beginning of January was a rough go. Wasn't able to get videos out. I do have another one coming. It's not as great. I'm not as proud of it as this one, but it's an easy one. So I'll be putting that one up in 2 days as well. It's also Valentine-y. But yeah, just so you know, there's another one coming that might be a little less intricate, a little less detailed, quite a lot less detailed than this one. So if you want just something simple to like leave around for people to find or to, you know, make for little Valentines for somebody, you know, it's up to you. There is some blue in there. It went all fuzzy again. I'm sorry. Like a nice bright cobalt color. I'm putting pink in this spot, just a light regular pink. I'm going to put pink in a couple of other little areas as well. Now I'm going to let you know where I put the gold. So you're going to see it happen and then I'm going to take it off. I'm going to go over it. See where it's white, where we haven't painted anything? I actually put that gold. I made that gold. So I painted it on. I took a look at it. I walked away. I made some supper. Went to an eye doctor appointment. Came home, looked at it, and was like, oh, no, I don't like that. I think I should paint it black. So where you see white right now in the back, that's going to end up black. The whole back of this stone is black. I don't like the gold. It didn't look right. It just didn't look right. But on the black dots that you've seen me put here, the bigger black dots in the design, those are going to have a gold, like a gold dot on top of that. So yeah, it looks good with that much gold, but I'm not going all out with the gold this time around. So this area here kind of looks like a snail shell, like a little spiral. It's a yellow, green, different shades of green. I've just kind of blended it around in there. There's some pink in the background, a little bit more orange. This looks beautiful. See, it didn't look right, but you guys can judge for yourself what you think. That's why I left it in the video so that you can actually see what it looks like and be like, oh, well, I kind of like that, you know? And I like rocks with gold. I'm a big fan of gold, but this one I just didn't feel like it needed that extra bit of gold. I don't know. So here's where you clean it up again. It looks kind of fuzzy right now. Everything's been blended over. So I'm redefining all of those black lines again carefully, trying not to wreck my color. So I've sped this up a great deal, or else we would be here all day. So while blending and stuff and while lining it again, this has all been sped up a lot. This took me probably about 6 hours to do, to be honest. My son was away at school all day, and so I'd say maybe like 5 hours actually. And then I came home and I painted the background black and then I resined it. So I'd say it took 5 hours, but that's with 10 years of experience of painting. Okay, so don't push yourself too hard. But outline it carefully, take your time. Don't wreck any of your beautiful blending because that took forever. It's hard to fix. It can be fixed. You just have to wait for your black to really dry and then start over in that area with the same colors that you were using. But yeah, I'm going to outline all of this properly. Make sure that all of my dots still look like dots because I blended over those as well. And then I'm going to wait for those black dots to dry. I'm now painting the background black, and I think it just pops more. I think it just looks a lot better like that. But you be the judge. You be the judge. I'm going to add gold on top of those black dots now that they're dry. And wow, it kind of looks like a tattoo. You know, I don't know, kind of something about it is like retro-y, like retro, older tattoo-y, but also stained glass, but also Valentine-y. So these little gold studs I've just added for accent. Not too much gold, but it just kind of finishes it off nicely. Now I have resined it. Are you ready to see? Wow. Now if that's not eye-catching, and if that doesn't make your heart like go, whoa, I don't know what to tell you. You definitely don't have a soul. I'm just kidding. You have a soul. If you don't like it, it's okay. But I absolutely adore it. It's probably one of my favorite hearts I've ever created. And like I said, you can do this on a heart shape, not just a heart-shaped stone. You can do this on any stone. You just have to draw the shape of the heart, right? And then you can do this all inside there. So it looks beautiful. I'm going to be posting this in my shop as well as some other ones. And I'm making some more just like this that are similar. So you will find those there. I love you guys. I want you to keep painting. Don't forget to hit that like button and share my video if possible. And hi, Beckett. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.